Shkodra, Elektronike, welcome to Inside Albania and thank you for both joining me today.
Thank you for
Thank you
inviting us.
It's a pleasure. I wish you were here in the studio in person, but we'll do our best with Skype.
We are electronic,
do it.
so we can.
True. The clue is in the name. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's start at the beginning. I want you to tell me your story. You know, you're both from Shkodra, the cradle of culture of Albania. And you grew up in Italy, and I'd like to hear from each of you your story, you know, from Shkodra to Italy and to where we are today. Beatrice, would you like to start?
Yes, of course. I emigrated with my parents when I was 6 in 1997, and from Albania to Italy. And since then, I always lived in Italy. So I did all, the school classes and everything. And I mean, my passion for Shkodra was like a nostalgic. It's nowadays too a nostalgic passion. I love the music of my city. I love the culture, and of course, all this stuff reminds me of my childhood and of my lovely grandparents. So when I started to sing when I was I don't know 13, I always tried I don't know different kind of types of music, Western music, but every time I felt like, I don't know, incomplete because something, I don't know, I was looking for something else. And when I found a video on YouTube in 2014, maybe, I don't remember exactly the year, I found on YouTube a Turtulation version made by Cole with another music project. And when I found this cover on YouTube, I was like very surprised because for me it was the first time um, seeing something like me. I mean, he is bigger than me, of course. He had different experiences, but for me as a Shkodra girl, was pretty incredible to find an underground musician in Italy that were born like me in the same city. So I just sent him a message to I just wrote a thank you to Cole for what he was doing with music, with this cover, with this amazing cover they made. And then Cole can continue.
Yes, Cole, tell me your story as well and then continue on from Beatrix's story.
Uh, I I was born in Albania and in Shkodër, and I have studied classical music pianoforte at Prenkiakova School during the communism. And then I came in Italy when I was 20 to study political sciences. I had nothing to do with the music for 6, 8 years. I don't know. I don't remember exactly now. But I stopped because I hated the classical music and the way of teaching this music, this Sovietic way of teaching the music. And then I restarted from the beginning. I mean, I restarted just with a free mind, like I was not a musician from the beginning. I made my first band called Istrodeo in end of 90s, and then I continued playing with different bands in Italy and France. Um, in meantime, I finished political sciences just to have a laurea.
Just to have the degree.
Just to have a degree. And then I knew from internet this pretty girl from Shkodër. And I watched her videos of her bands, and I liked the way she sings.
How you connect your art to your roots, like you've spent almost most of your life, I think, in Italy, but you are still very connected to your roots. But how do you balance this love of music, but also this connection to your roots with what appeals outside of Albania and internationally?
You know,
Uh,
I was born. Yeah, cool.
yeah, continue,
Okay.
continue.
I, I was born in a singer family, you know. All my relatives are domestic singers and professionals too. So I always listen to this music, this Shkodra music. For me, this type of music is like mm, are like childhood memories. When I think of this, when I hear this music, for me, it's like to rethink to the Christmas party. You know, when I the childhood Christmas party. So for me, are like home, you know. And I always love this type of melodies. I never reject this. I mean, when I was an adolescent, of course, I loved punk, I loved other underground genres, but always I felt myself very complete when I wrote songs with this little, you know, salt, you know, with this little Shkodra melodies.
Carl, so to follow on from that, how do you balance this tradition and this musical inspiration from your roots with what appeals sort of internationally?
But I always, my first band were with guys from Croatia, from Balkans as well. And the music we made with them, we called it Balkan psychedelia, Balkan psychedelic. And so, and this was my first band. So from the beginning, I started mixing Balkan tradition of Balkan with Western music. But this reason was because I think the whole Western music is based on the popular music. I mean, we listen to the American music, and the American music is based on blues. Blues is popular music. So the whole music always is based, it starts from the popular music. So I thought, why not to start from my popular music? I will make, okay, Western music, but starting from the roots of my tradition, like everyone else in the world.
It's a good answer. So, moving on to your Eurovision entry, Zjur, I mean, consider the audience here is international and they might not know, the Albanian language. What is it about? And then can you explain any of the cultural sort of inspirations that go into it, aside from the language, obviously, and what messages it's conveying? Beatrice?
The song is has two parts, my parts and the Cole part, and I'm just talking about the lyrics. And my part is pretty simple. Simple. I just speak about a minute. I imagine a minute where everything is fine in the world, you know. And in the refrain, I say, "Oh, let's keep this minute inside of me. Let's continue with this minute to making the same choice, you know, to choose the kindness, not the hate or something like this." But when I wrote this part, when I sent to call the demo, he had his part that for me balanced my dreamy part, you know. In the song, in the performance too, I'm like the dreamy part, the dynamic part, the more, I don't know, more naive maybe, you know. And his balance is pretty the opposite. All the song is fulfilled with opposites, you know. It's like the same coin with two faces.
Obviously, each year, I mean, I've been in Albania for 8 years now, and there's always this debate about whether you keep it in the Albanian language or whether it should be translated into English. Keeping it in Albanian language is important to you? Was the discussion around what to do ever, or was it always just going
No,
to be that
no.
way?
No, no,
No,
no,
we
we
are
have.
pretty free when we write. lyrics, you know. When I write the lyrics, of course, I start with the Albanian because the name of the project is Shkodra Elektronike, but we are pretty free. I mean, we have English songs too.
Yes.
And we will release after Eurovision an EP with 5 songs, and one of them has an English part. So we wrote this song a year ago. So, and I don't know, I like the Albanian sound of language, you know. I love and for me it's a big research because of Shkodra Elektronike, I'm learning my language, my native language, and I'm learning, of course, the story of my country. I'm just doing a university with Shkodra Elektronike about Albania. Yeah.
Cole, how are you feeling ahead of the contest? Are you nervous? Are you quietly confident? What are your feelings and expectations ahead of it? Do you feel the pressure?
No, no, I don't feel the pressure. We, together with all the people that are helping us, the Radio Televisioni Shqiptar that are helping us, Ministria e Kulturës, the Albanian Radio Television and the Ministry of Culture that are helping us, we are all together. We are trying to do the best we can do to represent Albania in the best way we can do with all our thoughts, with everything we can do. If we reach this goal, for us is okay. This is a kind of pressure, okay, but from the moment that we are pretty sure that we have done everything we can, we are okay.
Beatrice, how are you feeling before?
I don't know. I'm happy. I'm honored, and of course, I feel a little pressure because when you have to sing so many parts on a big stage, you have to work with your body and your voice, and you don't know how it will go, you know.
You can't mess up.
Okay. Yeah, of course. But I'm fine. I mean, I'm so happy. Of course, for me, that I'm so short, it's a big thing. But I hope we will honor the people that voted for us, and we will bring to this stage a little piece of our beautiful country.
And I wanted to ask, actually, what has the reaction been like from people? I find often here Eurovision can be quite divisive. You know, people either, oh, I like this, or I don't like this, or they should do it like this, or they shouldn't wear this. How have people responded sort of from in Albania, but also maybe in the Albanian community in Italy as well?
I think everything is going very good, you know. Nobody is judging us so bad. I don't know. Of course, we don't have so many times to read all the comments, but all the messages we received, we try to read all of them, and people are from all over the world saying to us, your song is beautiful, and for us it's a big thing, you know. It's so touching.
Cole, a question for you. People who've maybe not heard of Albania or don't know anything about Albania, let alone its music and this idea of Albanian pop, what do you want them to take away from this song? If this is their only contact, you know, what do you want them to take away the most and to learn from it?
This is really hard.
Sorry.
Because like the question before that I answered, I don't know. It's true that I don't know, because we just made this song the way we think, the way we like, the way we think that it's a good song, and what the people take away with them from this song, I don't know actually, but there is one thing that I hope that the new generations, especially in Albania, but not only in Albania, can take with them from us, not only from a song from us, is that if you like music, if you want to do music, just make the music you want the way you want. Just find your way of making this without looking to be someone else, without
Fancy
trying
stuff.
to achieve to achieve anything, just for yourself. And if you are okay with it, that will be a good music.
What will the name of the EP be?
Schneid.
Schneid.
Say it again, sorry?
Schneid.
Schneid.
What does that mean? Sorry, I failed with my...
Shine.
Ah, shine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We say this word at the Zierm song.
Uh-huh.
It's like the hook of the song. I say Schneid, 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 and means shine.
Shine. Okay, so we
Shine.
will be... When will it be released? Straight after Eurovision? Or you have a release date for it?
Yes,
Yeah.
after we don't know exactly the day
Okay.
after or 2 days after,
Okay.
but the days after Eurovision.
Now, I want to ask a special favor. Can you sing a few lines from the song Accapella for us? Is it possible?
Okay. Of the Zierm, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. Në zemrën time, zemrën teme, këminu do të vazhdoj. Njerëz të mirë, njerëz po e merë, kërcejnë vëdhen shpirt. Janën e di do kajme, ku kam linë sot e haroj. Janën e di botajme, vazhdo me shnit, 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 shnit.
That was beautiful. Thank you. Carl, it's your turn. The floor is yours.
Now my no, I want to destroy your Zjerm, bjen mi valët tona tribale që ju ftojnë sa orteku kur bjen male. Zjerm, njerëz po emën e njerëz të dlirit, njësoj këputën e binë si 7 thika që të ngulin shpirt. Zjerm, këtu flendet Tirana e hana e yjet si shofim se yjet në i shkel kama kuret si mjerm. Zjerm, jenat und për flak e drit, e të kërkojmë këtë tërë që s'pran të shnarit.
Thank you very much. I feel honored for that very
Thank
special
you.
performance. Good luck. Good luck with Eurovision. We will be cheering you on, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
inviting us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. We'll pass you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.